Our storage room is amazing. However, from the outside it looks far from acceptable. Today we start construction of the factory outer building. This power station inspired build will dominate the landscape on the Legacy SMP server. To all the geeks and nerds out there, welcome back to another episode on the Legacy SMP server. And here is our storage room. We're flying over there with the rainbow roof. Whoa, almost went splat right at the beginning there. But we are going to work over here again today. And I'm going to make a start on creating the factory building that is going to surround this thing. And yeah, hide all this shenanigans. We won't finish it today, I don't think, but we'll make a good start on it nevertheless. So here it is. It looks a complete and utter mess. Look at it. All the redstone is exposed. It looks all right from the inside. If you haven't seen this already, let me go up here and swoop on in through the entrance. There we go. So inside, not too bad. Still got some shulker boxes here. Still organising bits and pieces. But yeah, inside looks pretty cool. So the outside, we're going to need to go for a factory look, and I've got an idea. So somebody put a message in one of the comments, I think it was, that recommended this as an idea, and I think we're going to do it, but I can't remember who it was or when it was. I just remember reading it, so I'll let you know more about that a bit later on. But first of all, we need to get some materials, and so factories. This is going to be built out of bricks and granite. And also some quartz. So I think what I'm going to do first is go over to the end, go over to our mason villagers, and yeah, do some trading and get some bricks from them. Here we are back above the Rainbow Road, and there is the mason house that we built a few episodes ago. But now it's not alone. So over here, right next door, is this is going to be the Librarian Island, and Pearlescent Moon has made a start on this one. So this island is coming along. Just got the building to get to put on top. I might put down some torches here because yeah, this is going to be infested with Endermen. So I might come back and do that in a minute. But also, there's another island that's been created over here by Slice Lime. This is the farmers over here. So there they are. You can even see them there inside. So let's hop on in and take a look. This is looking very nice indeed. So we've got this nice pathway over here with all labelled up with the farmers with the composters. That is looking very nice indeed, very snazzy. And so this is like a barn, like a farmyard barn. So yeah, very nice indeed. Got some farmland either side with some crops and some waterfalls as well. And inside here we have our farmers, so we can trade with these guys. And I think I can hear him. There is a zombie down there somewhere. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's the guy. So we can cure these guys, and yeah, we can do the whole curing with the zombie villager, and yeah, that will give us some discounted rates. So yeah, these are all pretty expensive at the moment, but yeah, I'm sure we can get those down as well. So this is really good. Look at this. Even got some hay bales up here, little mezzanine. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, and we can even get out of here and fly off. All right, so let's get over to the masons, yeah, and get some of those blocks we need. So the first thing we need to do is to trade some stone away. Now I do have some emeralds, but I think I just want to do a bit of this trade and get rid of some of this stone because I've got loads of it. So we can do that, get a whole bunch of these emeralds, so I could do that all the way along the line. And as you can see, I've already been trading some bricks already. I don't know why, I thought that they already traded the actual brick blocks themselves, but it looks like they don't. It's just these bricks, but we can trade those 1 emerald for 10 bricks. So that is pretty cool. So yeah, we can just going to do this. I'm going to spend a little bit of time here doing that, and I've already done a little bit of it and crafted up these bunch here just from one run. So hopefully we'll get enough. I think we need about a shulker box worth of this for what I've got planned for today. That should be enough. So yeah, let me just do this, get some bricks together, and then we can get back to the factory and yeah, get some building done. And now this is the boring part. So all of these villages are now locked out fully. All the bricks and the stone trades are locked out, and also I've been trading for quartz as well. So yeah. Just got to wait because all of these are all totally locked up, and we've got to wait for them to refill or restock their trades. But in the meantime, I'm going to head over here to this island that Pearl started, and hopefully this will be a help. We come over here because obviously if you spend any time away from this island, it's going to be filled with Endermen, and that's going to make it much harder to build. So let's plop down a few torches. Hopefully that'll help her out while I'm waiting for those villagers to restock, and then yeah, we can get over and start building. After all the trading, I think we've got all the blocks we need for today at least, and what I need to do now is just to clean up some of this area to make way for the walls. So I think what I'm going to focus on today is the front of our building, the front of our factory, and it's going to be based on a famous landmark in London. Now, what is that landmark? Well, it's Battersea Power Station. So if you're not from London or have never been there, then you may not know what that building is. So I'm going to stick a picture on the screen of what Battersea Power Station looks like. It's very iconic if you're from that area, if you're from London. But yeah, it looks super cool. So there's going to be four big sort of chimney towers that go in each four of the corners. But what we're going to do today is we're going to just focus on the front of it and see if we can get that done. And it's going to be pretty big. So what I've done on purpose is I'm going to build the walls around here, kind of this area. So we've got a big area between the wall and our storage system here. So we've got space to have like a corridor here and maybe some other bits and pieces in here if you want to do that. And also it's going to go pretty high up above what we've got already, and that means that we can have some extra space for some more passive farms. So maybe sugarcane can come up here somewhere, and also I want to move this temporary thing that was always supposed to be temporary. We can move that inside as well to clean that up. Now we're probably going to have to remove our concrete maker, but this was always kind of temporary as well. It served us well so far, but I think we'll probably move this. That might then go inside the factory because over here it's probably going to be actually in the way of where I want to build. So I'm going to get cleared away and then make a start on building the walls up around the outside. So here we have the progress so far. Not done too much. I mean, this wall is pretty big and it's going to go much bigger than this. In fact, this wall, so you see it starts here. It's going to go up to probably around here somewhere, and then the cooling chimneys on the top will go quite high up to the sun up there somewhere. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big. But as you can see, this is the kind of size we're talking about, and it comes. Let's just show you the each side. You can see how I've dug away all the land here, so this can fit in nicely. Also removed all the chests that were here that have been here since almost day one. Got a few left still to sort out, but yeah, did a bit of organisation there, and you can see here this wall extends, and it's just going to get into this concrete maker is going to be in the way. So yeah, we're going to have to take that down at some point and move it. But hopefully that gives us a bit more space inside, so the internal space here, so we can add a few extra bits and pieces in here. Once we get to that, so that's going to be pretty cool. But this is going to be pretty big. So what I'm wondering is whether this building is going to be big enough if I fly up here, whether the scale of it would be big enough to encompass the smelter at the back. So we could have a wall that goes all the way along here, might have to do some terraforming, and then all the way up to the back. So all of this, the storage room and also the smelter, are all in the same building. Not sure about that just yet. That's going to have to be something that we work out as we go along. And what I've tried to do here is, you can see, not just using bricks, trying to use some other blocks in there to get a bit of differentiation. Now once you're up close, I think this stuff looks a bit too random, but when you're at a distance, I think it's just enough to give it a bit of differentiation, so it's not just one solid wall of one solid block. And then we've got some depth over here, and that will come into play as we go up. We're going to use some walls as well as we go up. And hopefully it'll look all right once we make some more progress. I think I just got to nail down now, get some more blocks placed, and see how far we can get. I've been putting in the work and we've got some blocks placed. There we go. This is where we're up to so far. We do need to remove all of these trees. They need to go out of the way. We'll place them somewhere else. And as I said before, we want to remove the cactus farm as well, because that is not really where it should be. That's kind of a temporary place. But yeah, here we are so far. So you can see the texturing. It's not super great, I don't think. But I think what we need to do is have a second pass where we can add some more details in and kind of break it up a bit more. But from this kind of distance, looking at it like this, I think that kind of breaks it up just enough. So it's not like one kind of block all the way across. But yeah, we've got a bit of depth, as you can see there. Now we're going to have some more along the top. So we're going to have a bit more brickwork that comes up here, probably to about that level, I think. And then we're going to have our chimneys that go all the way up, probably to about there. So it's going to be pretty big. It's going to be pretty big. But yeah, I'm going to just focus on the front today because I basically have zero time. So I've done a bit of work on this in a creative world, like designing this up beforehand. So now I'm going to focus on just placing the blocks. But yeah, the reason I don't have a lot of time is Legacy. Now, not this video of Legacy, but lots and lots of background stuff. I'm working on a few things, and there's been a few things happening in the background. And I think what I'll do is when I get to the chimneys, I'll start building those up, and I can talk you through it as I do. It's now time to build these chimneys all the way up. So I've made a start, as you can see on this one here, and we've got another one. Just the base is done over there on the other side. So I tried to add a bit of detail there. You see we've got the walls coming up, and it's kind of subtle, you know, because obviously the walls, the brick walls there, and the granite behind are pretty similar, but yeah, I think the kind of detail is good enough, and you can see there we've got a little bit of differentiation coming up there. Now we'll have a good look at this later on once we've done these chimneys. But yeah, as I build these up, I think I can give you a bit of information about Legacy, what's going on, current situation, that kind of stuff, because we haven't talked about that for a little while yet. And yeah, I think I'd like to try and keep you guys in the know as much as I can. Now, there's obviously a lot of stuff I can't tell you about just yet. We don't want to spoil anything, but I think I can probably tell you a few things. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for spilling a few minor beans, I suppose. So all right, so what's what? So first of all, why do I not have a lot of time for this episode? And as I said, that's because there's a lot of legacy stuff going on. In particular, I've got a lot of extra stuff on that I'm doing towards legacy, which will all be revealed in good time. But I think I can probably tell you one of those things, and that is we are having a brand new website built. That's what I'm building at the moment. It's going to have a whole bunch of functionality. So obviously it's going to have a full member list. It's going to have links to all of our channels, that kind of stuff. It's also going to have an updated list of all of the videos that is going to be automatically populated from YouTube itself. We're going to have that. We're going to have some integration with Twitch as well, working on that. And also there's going to be connectivity between the website and the server we're playing on. So yes, the game that we play on and the website will be linked. There will be multiple ways that you'll be able to interact on the website and maybe influence what happens in the world. Not going to say anything else. I'll leave you to think about what that might mean and what kind of things you'll expect there. But yeah, so basically there's some tech that we are writing. I'm writing some of the website stuff. Sly Slime is doing some stuff in terms of mods that we can use to interface with the game. That won't change anything about how the game runs or anything like that. The game will still be vanilla game, but obviously we need to find a way to connect the two systems together. And that's what we're doing. So that is super exciting. But of course, that takes time. And we all have day jobs and lives and families outside of this crazy YouTube stuff that we do. So we're trying to balance all that stuff. And yeah, it just takes a little bit of time. So stick with us. Be patient. Stuff is coming and it's super, super exciting. The next thing to talk about is the member list. So I mentioned that we're going to have a full member list on the website. Now, I guess one question lots of people are asking and thinking about is, what's going to happen with the member list? Who is going to be on Legacy? What changes are there going to be to the roster? Well, there are changes. I'll say that. And I can probably say we're going to have some new members. They are confirmed. I'm not going to say obviously who they are or give you any kind of clue about who those new people may be, but there are new people. And if you watch and are entertained by the same things that I am, then those people will be people you recognise. That's what I'm going to say. So Try not to spoil anything here. Don't want to kind of let the cat out of the bag, but I want you to get a bit hyped because it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Those things are all confirmed. Those people have joined our kind of internal Discord and are helping us in terms of planning and getting everything set up ready for when we're going to kick off. So get hyped. The first chimney is complete. There's the bottom, and it goes up quite a long way, all the way up to there. So there it is. That's the height. So it's pretty big, and you can see we're quite a way up from the ground. But yeah, working on the second one now. And in terms of legacy, the other thing, I guess, the other question that might be quite common is, when is all this going to happen? When are you going to find out for reals what's going on and all that kind of stuff? Well, I can't tell you exactly because, like I said earlier, we don't exactly know right now because we've got day jobs and families and that kind of stuff. But hopefully new things will start being revealed within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. So yeah, don't hold me to that. If it takes a little bit longer, it takes a little bit longer, but hopefully you'll see some new things happening, some more details coming out within the next few weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. You'll hopefully should see something, but we'll see. Depends how things go. It might take a little bit longer, but hopefully not too much longer because I'm raring to go. I've got to say, there's been we've had a lot of meetings. I think for the last sort of 6 weeks or so, we've been having weekly meetings where we all get together and discuss all the ideas and all the plans and stuff like that. We all kind of divvy out the different work, so we've all got bits to do. So everyone's contributing to get things up and running and moving as quick as they can. But I need to sleep, so yeah, let me do that, and then I'll be back with you. And I guess the last update as we finish up this chimney is how are we doing on the channel projects, the channel goal of getting 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, it's going pretty good, I've got to say. So thank you to everyone that's been helping out with that. So if I stick my graph up on the screen. So if you remember when I first started talking about this, I had a little graph that I've been tracking, and I've been continuing to do that. So every day I've been filling in my subscriber numbers every day. I'm a little bit loony about this now, but I really want that silver play button. That would be so good if we can get that this year. So if you look at this graph for the stat nerds out there, you'll see that the red line, that's the line we're actually following. That's our actual subscriber count, and the blue line is the trend line we need to be above to kind of reach our goal. Now we are above it, and it's staying above it, and it's been there all the time, but YouTube is a very thick or thin thing. It can change at any point. I've had times where, you know, sub numbers have suddenly changed and even gone negative at times, so yeah, we need to not be complacent. So I want to ask everyone, look at this chart. If you want to help me get to my goal of 100,000, I can't do it by myself. I need everyone here. I need you to help me. So if you want to help me out and you find these videos entertaining and interesting, then consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm not going to keep asking all the time. I just want to get to that 100,000. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that are continually asking people to smash that subscribe button. I'm not going to do that kind of stuff. I find that, you know, not all that enticing. But to help us get to this goal that we can achieve together, if you want to help me out, then consider pressing that button. And you'll see on this chart, you'll see as the red line goes up, there's a few points there where it kind of has a big bump up, and that bump is actually when I do a legacy episode and ask you to subscribe. So funny enough, asking does actually work, and there is the evidence that it does. So sorry about asking. I find it a little bit vulgar to ask, but I think we can do it together. If you want to help me out, that would be really appreciated. And this is the last block. Let's put it in place. Okay, so I think we're done on the fascia of the factory for now. So let's fly on down here and have a look, see what it looks like from a distance. Hopefully it will look kind of like the picture I showed you earlier. There we go. That's the front of it. So obviously it will extend all the way back there. It will go back, and then we'll have this same thing that we've got here on the back side as well. So it's pretty big. It's a big factory. But like I said earlier, it's going to give us plenty of space now to add some extra things in here if we want. So we've got all this area above. We can fit in some extra, like some farms like sugarcane or the cactus farm we're going to remove, that kind of thing. So I think that would be pretty cool. All right, so let's stand back here. Yes, very nice. Okay, one thing we need to do now is we need to think about the entrance. So at the moment, there's no way in. So our entranceway is kind of down there somewhere. So we need to work out how that's going to work. I haven't looked at that yet, but we need to do that. And then I want to do a bit more cleaning up around here, get this place looking nice and shipshape. All right, so I've done some tidying up, and I think there's a couple of things I want to change maybe. So let's go outside. So I've done a little kind of temporary doorway for now. Kind of looks like that. Not very impressive, but I'm thinking I can probably improve this a bit later on. Maybe add a piston door, like a 3x3 piston door in here as well, something like that. But as you can see, oh hi guy, get out of here. Where's your friends? Is he on his own? Okay, all right, fair enough. Oh, that was a surprise. All right, but anyway, we're here. So it's all done. I've cleared up all this area. The cactus farm is gone, and the trees are all out of the way. So now we can see this big, big factory here. But there's a couple of things I want to change. So first of all, over here, I'm thinking that the granite in the back there, I'm thinking to swap that out for blackstone, just to make these kind of lines stand out a little bit more. And same on that side as well. And also, as you can see from my hotbar, some campfires. So I think what I want to do is go up here, up to the top of these chimneys here, and as you can see, I've already prepared, slap down some of these. So this should hopefully look quite good from a distance. There we go. How does that look? The smoke of industry in full effect. Yeah, that is looking pretty cool. Very nice indeed. Okay, so I'm going to swap out the blackstone next. Let's see if that makes any difference. There we go. Got the blackstone in place. I think it looks better. I think. Not entirely sure though. So any builders out there, any suggestions of what we can do to improve this kind of fascia, so then we can get those in for next time, and also replicate this design on the other side, so we end up with our 4 chimneys at the 4 corners of this build. That should be pretty cool. Yeah, but loving the smoke, looking really good. Those campfires really make a big difference. Yeah, that is really nice. All right, so what do you think? Does it come across well? Does it come across looking like a factory? And I think the inspiration of Battersea Power Station was a great idea. So thanks to whoever it was that suggested that. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, definitely got that suggestion either in the Discord or in the comments. Yeah, so thanks for that. I think that was a great idea, and I think this has turned out quite well. I think once we've got the other 2 towers, the other 2 chimneys at the back there, I think that will look all the much better. And I think the only question is just how far back we want to do it, because looking at the I'll fly over here, looking at how far back that goes. It might be okay. Just wondering about the proportions, whether it's going to go too far back. It might be alright, because this is actually quite big. But yeah, gives us plenty of room, as I said before, for some expansion inside. We can put a few bits and pieces in here. We've got plenty of room for a whole bunch of stuff. So that should be pretty cool. And as we fly over the shopping district, I just want to say a big thank you again to everyone for all their support recently in terms of the channel, but also in terms of Legacy. And we're getting lots of questions about stuff, so that we can see that lots of people are keen and interested in what's going on for the future. So yeah, just thanks for all the support. We can see all the messages. So thank you so much for that. That's really appreciated. And yeah, what I can say is just be patient for a little bit longer. And yeah, some stuff is going to happen. And so that is it. That is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please hit the like button. And if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, then get in that comment section. All right, my geeks. Until next time, I will see you later.